So we went down to the local archery store, Archery World. G5 Striker came out with a new broadhead, and it's the V2 series. It's supposed to be a lot stronger, durable, fly better. Still has their razor sharpness. We're gonna test the durability on it today, shooting it in plywood, aluminum, and a cinder block. Flies pretty true. Half-inch plywood, went through it pretty well easy right into my block. Durability, point is still very sharp. Blades are a little duller, but I'd still use that shooting an elk. I'd say it holds up pretty well. Comes out of the arrow pretty easy, didn't have any troubles. Step one, plywood. Did pretty damn well. This time we're shooting it into a cinder block, same broadhead. Gonna try and use the same broadhead all the way through. We'll see how it goes. That shattered. I can already tell you, it shattered. So it broke my arrow well above my outsert that I got sleeve. But it looks like the broadhead held up true. Messed up the point a little bit. That's all it did. Didn't break it. I can't get it out currently. Looks like it mushroomed my outsert that I got on there. But as far as durability, the broadhead is holding up so far. Fucking busted that heck out of my... That was like a quick one. Now we're gonna shoot 1/8 inch diamond plate aluminum. That's all we had. Same broadhead. Tip's still messed up. New arrow. I broke the old one. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
It hit pretty hard. I don't know where I hit though.
I think it bounced off.
It did. I saw something go flying.
It's a pretty nice hit.
I didn't even break it.
First results. Of course, the knock blew off of there. It went pretty well through the aluminum diamond plate. Not very far. It was dulled on the tip, so it didn't go very far, but it still went through. Dulled up the tip a little bit. I can still get it out. Still holding together. Hasn't warped my arrow at all. Can easily spin that off. All in all, blades are still sharp, but they didn't go very far in there. All the blades are still straight. Didn't really dull up the tip anymore. Still holding up strong. Still the same broadhead. Last round, still using the same broadhead. We're going to shoot 1/8 inch plate steel. Same broadhead, still messed up. My draw weight, and I never said it in the beginning, is about 75 pounds with the Bowtech Carbon Icon. I'm using Easton Axis arrows. I'm grossing out at about 450, 451 grains. So same broadhead. We'll see how it holds up against steel. There was my knock. The knock almost came back all the way to us. Seemed like it held up pretty good. It's got a pretty good dent in it. Let's go take a look. As we thought, my knock came flying out of there. It's somewhere in the yard. Correction, half of it's in my arrow. Good luck getting that out. Broadhead comes out, no problems. Footer held up really well. Broadhead is still intact, did not break, did not dent anymore. Blades are still sharp, you know, it didn't go through all the way through it though.
Let's see the end of the arrow. End of the arrow.
Into the end? The steel held up pretty well, of course. Made a nice dent. It just started cracking it. There's a little crack in the back. Got a nice hole in the front for a dulled up broadhead and shooting it through multiple things. It holds up really well against the old broadheads of the G5 Striker first generation. They broke really easily. These ones hold up really well. I'll probably be using these during elk season this year. So we were so impressed by these broadheads that we wanted to see what it would do with that 1/8 inch plate on a brand new broadhead. Not using my arrows that I was using before because I've already went through enough. Broken quite a few of them on this test and sent my knock down the shaft of the arrow. But let's see how it goes. It hit pretty hard.
It bounced back pretty far.
Yeah, it did.
Broadhead is of course still intact. Barely dulled up that point. I could probably sharpen that for this hunting season and still use that. I might just do that, who knows. And still twisted out, didn't mess up the arrow at all. Knock's gone, of course. That was our shot before. This is our shot after. You can kind of see some daylight through there if it focuses very well. On the back side, that's our first shot. That's our second shot. You can see it broke clear through on the tip. All in all, pretty well impressed. They did it. They stepped up their game pretty well. Final, we've got it all lined up here. First shot was in the plywood. You can kind of see where all the broadhead blades went through. Did some pretty good damage on the back here. The cinder block made a nice hole in it. Went pretty well deep for being a cinder block. Our aluminum went clear through. You can see where each corner went in. Diamond plate, it's a little bit stronger than regular plate aluminum. Made a nice hole on the back. Nice and triangular. Last but not least was the toughest one of them all, was the plate steel. We've got the 2 holes before and after with dual and a brand new broadhead. Did pretty well. Made some nice dents in steel. All in all, oops, I went to the GoPro.
Whoops.
But all in all, I'll probably be using these for hunting season this year. We're not sponsored by anybody or G5 or anything like that. We just wanted to see how their broadheads hold up on their new V2s. Pretty well impressed, so we'll see you later.